Top of the evening, everyone. My name is Samantha Taylor, and if you can't tell from the accent, hopefully you can't because I'm trying to perfect my New York accent, I'm from Jamaica. A few years ago, I met my ex when I was in high school at the age of 12 years old. I got married to him when I was 20 years old and migrated to the US at 22 years old on a conditional 2 years visa. Conditional in that being a lawful permanent resident in the US was dependent on a bona fide marriage to my ex. Approximately 6 weeks after moving into the marital home, he started to abuse me. Basic needs and the extension of my lawful legal status in the US was used to intimidate me. My ex is a police officer, and one of the threats he made was that if I reported him, the police would not help me and he would make my life a living hell. After going around in circles and suffering silently, I was referred to Day One by an adult serving organization who thought that Day One was the right fit for me due to my age and my request for counseling. On entering Day One, my intent was to talk to someone about how low and lost I felt and how I felt like dying would be better than living. Following several weeks of counseling, I was strengthened and empowered. However, I feared reporting my ex to the NYPD because he was a part of the NYPD, and he assured me that they would not be on my side, but they would be on his side. Unfortunately, when I reported him, he was right. The police officer who interviewed me told me that there was nothing they could do for me at that point in time, and if another incident occurred, I should report him again. I remember asking the police officer, how can a dead person make a report? On leaving the police department, I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm certainly dead this time. Might as well I have my last supper because I'm going to meet my maker. But then, just in the nick of time, I heard from my counselor at Day One, Natalie, who called to give me encouragement and advice that changed my life for the better. I remember speaking to Andrew, who is here today at table 25, and when he laid out the options that I had, I remember thinking, oh my God, finally, someone is on my side. I received the support that I desperately needed to file for an order of protection. I received legal counseling and emotional support at court via the Youth Voices Network, who sent a fellow survivor to accompany me to court. Day One also referred me to other agencies that provided other services that I was in need of because of how complicated my case was. My experience with trying to leave my abusive ex on my own and through the NYPD was an exercise in futility. I really do believe that I would be telling a different story today, or my story would have been on the news if I was not joined to Day One. Day One was a pillar of strength and a blanket of protection that played a big part in saving my life. Day One cared for me like a mother does with an infant child when I was at my lowest, and today at my strongest yet. Day One extends a shoulder to lean on should I get weary. I am a member of the Youth Voices Network because women between the ages of 20 to 24 are at the greatest risk of becoming victims of domestic violence. Domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women. Every 9 seconds in the US, a woman is assaulted or beaten. 1 in 4 women will be victims of severe violence by an intimate partner in their lifetimes. 1 in 7 men will be victims of severe violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. 2 in 5 gay or bisexual men will experience intimate partner violence. Intimate partner violence is an epidemic that affects the lives of many people in and outside of New York. Prevention is better than the cure, and early detection of domestic violence will save and change more lives, and that is the core of Day One. If you are part of Day One, thank you for helping to save my life. If you are considering being a part of Day One, please do. You will be saving lives. Thank you for listening. God bless you.